From a four-wheeler in Arkansas who was able to lose this cop in the woods, and a driver in Florida who thought he could outrun police in his Dodge Challenger, to a wanted man from Little Rock who decided to take off after he already gave the cops his fingerprints, and much more. Here are some of the best moments when suspects ran from police. Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood was just trying to enjoy his day off. It was July 6th of 2023, and he had just left a Daytona Tortugas baseball game at Jackie Robinson Ballpark. Meanwhile, 23-year-old Michael Becht was spotted shortly after 8 p.m. driving with a plate cover partially obscuring his temporary tags. A sheriff's deputy pulled him over and asked him to turn into a nearby parking lot for questioning. Mike had other ideas.
Alpha 45, Central 12F.
That Mercedes?
10-4. He turned left on Catalina.
Did you see a black Mercedes go this way? Which way? That way?
45 Central, I just got flagged down. He's still headed westbound on Catalina, headed towards the YMCA. It's got a cover plate, and it should be a temp tag, Hispanic male, black hoodie.
Mike put some distance between himself and the deputy, but he couldn't hide from the helicopter overhead. The police bird followed him as he avoided stop sticks and weaved through traffic. He ran one set of lights, but got jammed up at another.
I hope they don't have a...
Turn the car off, motherfucker! Turn it off! Attaboy! Good job.
Please stay here, please stay here.
I ain't moving. Oh, Lord have mercy. Leave your shoes. Go out. Coming up on your ear, Sheriff. Go out. Get on the ground. Do it now. Right there. Go down. Right there.
Okay. Here you go.
You can stay cool.
This is for the dumbest reason of all time, too.
I know. You could have killed 15 people within the last couple of days.
Mike tried explaining that he had a clean record. He got scared, thinking the police would take his car. Well, if they weren't before, they definitely were now. That's Sheriff Chitwood in the green Tortugas shirt. He explains that Mike could have seriously injured several people. All he had to do was pull over and he would have walked away with a ticket. Mike's apologies meant little at this point. He was arrested and held on $5,500 bond for driving with a canceled license and fleeing from police. When the police have your face, name, fingerprints, and license plate number, running away is probably a bad idea. For 42-year-old Chris Monroe, running was his only option. He was a wanted man, and the next 48 hours weren't about to go his way. His story begins on May 18th of 2023, when Arkansas State Trooper S. Cavanis pulled him over on I-530 in Redfield. Chris was driving a black Maserati with expired tags.
Hey, how's it going? Hey man, I'm Trooper County State Police. So I'm stopping you because your tags are expired back in January. You have your ID on you? Yeah. Alright. You just what? Nothing in your pockets or anything? No guns or nothing. No, crazy. Okay. Alright. Have a seat on my bump real quick. I want to get these papers for you.
Trooper Cavanis was having trouble with the name and date of birth Chris gave him. That, or he suspected Chris was up to something and wanted to get a fingerprint.
Alright, Brian. So I'm having a little issue getting your ID, okay? So I'm gonna get a fingerprint from you, alright? So I'm gonna get your right index finger first. Right index finger. You ever been in trouble or anything before?
Yeah.
Yeah. What for?
Caught a Samo back in like two
Your
years
left
ago.
index finger. About 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much weed do you have in there?
Huh?
How much weed do you have in there?
A couple joints, to be honest with you.
That's it? Okay. You been drinking anything?
No, I don't drink.
No? Okay. Well, you have you say that, but you have that bottle in there.
And it popped open from my old lady.
Okay, I see. All right, so just have a seat for me.
Everything seems to be going smoothly. Chris is honest with Trooper Cavanis, but obviously has something to hide. Without warning, he decides to run away.
Looks taken off 1037. Once he keeps brake checking me. I've slammed into him once. Current speed's about 83. We're approaching the 27. We're speeding up. Current speed about 100. He's gotten up to 130 though. He's turning left on gravel pit.
Chris almost shook Trooper Cavanis with that quick little shimmy off the highway. It buys him enough time to put distance between himself and the police. It takes a few minutes, but our trooper eventually catches up. That's when Chris deploys his shimmy shake move again. This time, it's more successful.
No, we're coming up on the Woodson lateral exit right now. Speeds are 140 traffic light. He's taking the Woodson lateral exit, but I had to pass it.
He took it, you made sure?
Yeah, circle back around. He may have gone back across to continue northbound, but I'm not sure.
The delay allowed Chris to escape, turn, and vanish into the night. Trooper Cavanis pulled up to a four-way stop and could only guess which way Chris went. He was gone for now, but he wouldn't be free for long. 2 days later, on May 20th, Chris was involved in another high-speed chase through central Arkansas. This time, he was driving a black pickup truck and had over 900 grams of illegal drugs on him. He crashed into a stone wall and nearly caused another officer to flip his car. Police learned he had felony warrants in Rockwall County, Texas, and Sherwood County, Arkansas. He may have escaped Trooper Cavanis, but you can't outrun the law forever. On December 9th of 2022, a police officer in Arkansas noticed a four-wheeler driving on the main road. In case you're unfamiliar, this is against the law. The driver pulled onto the grass, but kept going. He acted like our officer was talking to someone else when he yelled, "Stop."
Stop! Stop! You ain't keep going. Stop! You!
Why?
You can't be on the highway.
This is you.
Huh?
They said you can.
Who?
The Clipper Bay. They said if you're finishing the trailhead, I was just trying to get past those ditch lines so I can hit this trail. I wasn't trying to cause no trouble, bro.
Oh, he just took off on me.
We're going northbound. About 51. The traffic's light.
The suspect loses his hat, but that's the least of his worries. He'll never outrun the cop car, but he knows he can win an off-road battle.
Tattoos on his face. Where? We're off the road.
The suspect hops back onto the main road, knowing he has an advantage. His ATV can turn on a dime, so if he can take this chase into the woods, he can lose the officer in the thicket. All he has to do is get there first. We believe he's driving toward a trail he knows well.
He's going through the woods. I've currently lost track of them. I'm in the woods right now. I want to try to get back to the main road.
The woods proved too much for our officer. He lost sight of the suspect, who was likely long gone by now. Even if he did spot him, he'd never get his squad car through the trees. It's unclear if police ever caught this man and his 4x4. The vehicle has no plate, so police can't track its owner. They could probably scrape some DNA off the man's hat if they wanted to, but that might be too expensive. January 28th of 2024. Florida Highway Patrol Officer Jay Peters was conducting speed enforcement on Cortez Boulevard outside of Brooksville when he saw a 2022 Dodge Challenger pass at a high rate of speed. His radar clocked the Challenger going 77 in a 50-mile-per-hour zone. Trooper Peters pulled up behind the Challenger to conduct a traffic stop in the median. That's when the driver decided he wasn't going to stick around.
Roll the driver's window down. Take the keys of the car, put them on the roof, now. Put the keys on the roof, now.
Trooper Peters doesn't know it, but there are 3 other people inside the car, including 2 minor children, ages 10 and 15. The suspect has little regard for anybody's life and is willing to risk the children if it means his freedom. He weaves through traffic and burns through a red light, nearly crashing into a passing truck. The Challenger hits speeds over 150 miles per hour. Florida Highway Patrol cars are no match for the souped-up engine. He begins to put some distance between himself and the police. That's when another officer joins the pursuit and nearly ends it for good.
I see you in the hand. I see you in the hand. Signal first. Oh, you cross the medium, grass medium. Signal 12 whiskey. Signal 12 whiskey. Signal 12 whiskey. Hit. Signal. Oh, we're going back. We're going back. We're back westbound. Back eastbound. Back eastbound. Back eastbound.
We're heading back the way we came now. The Challenger might be dinged up, but it can still outrun the police. The only thing keeping this chase close are all the civilian cars our suspect has to avoid. It was only a matter of time before he hit something. Our driver, 28-year-old Brandon Johnson, wisely surrendered. That's when police realized there were 2 children in the car, along with another adult passenger. The other adult was 31-year-old William Glover, a 5-time felon who was currently out on probation. Both men were found with other people's Florida ID cards in their wallets. Brandon didn't even have a driver's license. In the car, police found drug paraphernalia, weapons, ammunition, and a half-empty bottle of tequila. Both men were arrested, and the children were turned over to the Florida Department of Children and Families. It's unclear if they were related to either man. February 20th of 2021. Georgia State Trooper Zachary Walker was driving north on Harry S. Truman Parkway when he observed an Audi A3 pulling away from him. His radar clocked the Audi doing 83 in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. Trooper Walker pulled up behind the German car and approached on the passenger side.
Description on that.
42 Bravo 1.
42 Bravo 1, guys.
The driver, now a suspect, tried losing police by taking the exit ramp and making a hard left turn. But Trooper Walker was so quick to get back in his car that he caught up with the suspect without losing sight. The chase was officially on.
There's people setting off fireworks in that general area.
Be taking a left onto Cuba. Coming on the 52nd now.
6 on, go ahead with my call.
Clear, be stopped.
669. Playing it last, getting her and getting her.
Taking a left on the waters. Red light clear.
The suspect runs red lights without slowing down. It helps him stretch the gap between his car and the police, as Walker has to slow down at each intersection. He almost loses the police, but swerves to avoid striking another vehicle. The momentary slowdown allows Trooper Walker to catch up. That's when the suspect turns down a residential road and pulls the same trick with stop signs. He almost gets away again, but he won't stay out of sight for long.
Ready control 1, I'm coming out on the intersection. She might have stopped the tail. Yeah, there's one man here in front of me as well.
Just make contact with him on, 10-12, hold on. Make contact with him on the right. He's brake checking here. Okay, 1050, pit 1050. Okay, 1050, pit 1050.
After a successful pit maneuver, the suspect took off on foot. Trooper Walker wanted to chase him, but he observed a scared female passenger in the front seat of the Audi. He was also more concerned about the people in the white sedan that crashed into the Audi after the pit. Thankfully, everyone on the scene was okay. Savannah police found the suspect, 22-year-old Devontae Hankerson, hiding in the woods. He was charged with felony fleeing, DUI, and possession of a controlled substance, not to mention numerous traffic violations. April 7th of 2024. An Arkansas Highway Patrol officer was parked on the median when a white SUV sped past him. He flipped on his lights and tried to catch up, reaching speeds over 120 miles per hour. He pulled behind the white SUV, but the driver refused to pull over. Keep this moment in mind as both cars speed past the highway gas station. Our driver finally pulls over and then makes every mistake in the book. Wait until you hear the reason she ran.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! I don't care! Show me your hands! Is there anybody else in the car? Step back to the sound of my voice! Step back to my voice! Step back to... You better step back to the sound of my voice and do it now! Listen to me! Listen to me! Listen to me! Listen to me! Turn around and face the other way. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Then you better do what I tell you to do. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice.
Getting in her car and running was the worst decision she could have made. If she was running out of gas, how far did she think she'd make it? Our trooper wasn't about to let her find out. One pit maneuver was going to end this senseless chase for good. She kept yelling about trying to get to the gas station, as if that was a good enough excuse. FYI, speeding and rapid acceleration drain gas much faster than everyday driving. This woman continued yelling and arguing with the police. All she did was dig herself into a deeper hole.
Get up. Get up. Hush. Hush.
I work at Amazon and we're going home.
That was real stupid then.
I'm just trying to get to the gas station.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, for real. I just got this car.
Well, you know what? It might have been a little bit smarter.
You were trying to shoot me.
Listen to me.
You were talking about shooting me.
There ain't what nobody said they was going to shoot you.
You were talking about shooting me.
That was stupid. How much you had to drink?
Not a lot. You had a gun pointed at me.
Well, no joke.
And we never learned the suspect's name, so it's unclear what happened to her after this. Hopefully, she learned her lesson about speeding, running from the police, and not waiting until empty to fill up your tank. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.